Alright, hey you guys! It is TsubakiSwagg and I'm coming to you with my review of Naruto Shippuden episode 427 and 428, Into the Infinite Dream and Where Tenten Belongs, if I remember correctly. And these two episodes, I can personally appreciate these two episodes coming from somebody who for most of the time where I caught up with Naruto was reading the manga, and when I read this in the manga there was nothing ever mentioned about what happened to Tenten, because she pretty much just went MIA and then she showed up later on. So this is pretty awesome. I was very happy that they actually did show what, maybe not necessarily what happened to Tenten, but what was going on in her time of disappearance. So we all know that Madara launched Infinite Tsukiyomi, which I didn't review. Well, I did review, but it didn't get put up. So at this point in time, everyone is trapped in the Infinite Tsukiyomi, like we saw last week when they pretty much showed that Yamato was the one that was inside Swirly Zetsu, and he was being controlled by Swirly Zetsu, and that was why it was able to pull power from his wood style. And that's why it was able to do all of those things that it was doing, and he was pretty much destroying and killing comrades, which really fucking sucks because Yamato is awesome. And they also showed what happened when Yamato was in his infinite dream, and it's pretty sad and awesome at the same time. But in this episode, well, in these two episodes, we get to see what happened to Tenten and what is going on while she is dreaming, and it's pretty fucking awesome. Tenten is pretty freaking awesome to be able to know that she was in the infinite dream. Like, she immediately knew as soon as she got in there that this was not the place that she knew and loved and grew up in. So Tenten is awesome for that. So she was able to move around in her dream and try to figure out a way to break the genjutsu, so she could get out and save everyone, because she knew by using those two weapons that she would be able to seal Madara, which would be pretty fucking awesome at this point in time, because Madara is a fucking asshole. But other than that, she pretty much, these whole two episodes was her moving around in the dream and talking to the people inside of the dream, which were the people from the Naruto movie. I can't remember which one it is, but it's the movie where all of the people were polar opposites. Like, Naruto is a Sasuke character. Sasuke is a lover boy and he's in love with Sakura. Sakura is in love with Naruto. Hinata is a flamboyant, over the top hardcore girl. Shikamaru loves food. What else? Kiba loves cats. Shino is a bug exterminator. Who else? Choji only likes eating salad. He's a salad muncher. Ino is very conservative. It's just everybody's literally their polar opposite. Neji is a perv, and Lee is all about fashion, and he even has his eyebrows tweezed, which threw me off a little bit. But so yeah, Tenten immediately knew, once she talked to them and went about her day, that they were not the people that she grew up with. So she shunned them and completely shut them out and made herself look like a complete asshole and made them question her because of the way she reacted. She could have handled that a lot differently. When you know that you might possibly be in enemy territory, don't treat them like buttholes. You need to at least pretend to be nice, at least a little bit, because that'll help you out a lot in the long run, because they probably could have helped her a lot more and she would have gotten a lot more done in the time that they showed her being there, if she had just went along with it and tried to get some help. But she, I mean, I can understand, because she thought that all of them were just evil and they were all Madara's incarnates, but they're actually incarnates of her mind, I guess is the best way to put it. I don't know how else to word that. But She was able to, not necessarily to figure out how to get back home, but she learned that they are not out to hurt her. Even Minma knew that she wasn't from there. He could tell because he had been following her, and she couldn't even sense him, which is fucking awesome. Minma, which is Naruto's opposite, is pretty freaking awesome. And like I said, he followed her around that whole time that she was running around trying to figure out how to stop the genjutsu, and he knew that she wasn't the one who had betrayed the village and all that good stuff. So he helped her out, he got her out of jail, and he found the guy that set her up. And then she helped save the village. So, I mean, there's something deep down in there. Tenten is not evil. Tenten is not a bad person. So I knew that eventually she was going to come around and help them. But I thought it would be sooner than when it was. So it looks like Tenten isn't necessarily content with where she is, but she was more willing to help them because they did help her and they genuinely cared about her, even though Minma was the only one who knew that that was not the Tenten that they knew. So I mean, that's neither here nor there. But other than that, those 2 episodes were freaking awesome, and it was nice seeing the alter egos of the characters we have come to know and love. So yeah, other than that, this episode was a filler. So I mean, normally I don't review fillers, but I was happy to see this one because, like I said, coming from somebody who pretty much read the manga for most of Naruto, it was nice actually seeing what happened when they didn't show it. So I commend these 2 episodes and I give them the Tsubaki stamp of approval because they were pretty fucking awesome. So yeah, so as always, I would love to hear how you guys felt about this episode. How do you feel about the way things turn out? What do you think is going to happen, or how do you think Tenten is going to figure out a way to get out of the Eternal Tsukiyomi, or do you think she will be able to? So yeah, so as always, please remember to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. It helps me a whole lot. And this is TsubakiSwagg saying adios.